All right, and before we move on from this topic, what's your prediction for this upcoming Monday, Liverpool versus Manchester United? Crucial game. Both teams need it.
Absolutely, super crucial. And I think I really Liverpool have no other choice than to go out there and get 3 points from Man United. So I think they're going to kind of come with just a different level of intensity. And luckily, having Roberto Firmino back in the fold is really going to help us. I think. And I just don't think Manchester United are ready for it quite yet, just given all the kind of turnover that's going on over there and just all the craziness that comes with being a large club like that. I think Liverpool will win 2-0. I think they'll have their first clean sheet of the season.
Okay, that's a I can see that. I have more like a 1-0 victory Liverpool. But I was with the caveat where I see if they get a second goal, I feel like the floodgates will open. But I do think it's gonna be a close game. I think United's gonna set themselves up very defensively, like almost park the bus type of thing. Like I could see them like only playing with like two forwards, like Ronaldo, maybe somebody else, and just saying like, all right, at the very least, you're not gonna score on us, and then maybe we could get one like a fluke, on a corner kick or free kick or whatever. But I feel like if they break, if they get through and they score one and they score another one, and then United has that pressure to, try to do something at home, then
Yeah.
it could get ugly.
Yeah, I do think they're going to set up really defensively, right? And I think if that's the case, it's going to be 2-0. They'll score one like in the early starts of the game, and they'll score another one at the end. I feel like it's kind of just been the theme over the last couple of years when playing Man United. It's just like they've just put the dagger in the 88th, 87th
Yeah.
minute, something like that, right? Besides the games that have been absolute blowouts. But I also, on the flip side of that, I think if Man United are going to try to play out of the back, I think it'll be a completely different game because I think Liverpool's press in Man United. Imagine Harry Maguire trying to play the ball out from the back, and he has Mo Salah, he has Luis Diaz just running down his throat, trying to
Yeah.
just close down space. I think it'll get really ugly really fast if they try to be too pretty with it. I think, in my opinion, they have no choice but to be defensive, just knowing their current team capabilities. And because of that, I think it's going to be 2-0. But if they try to play any of that pretty, just playing it out the back with their current state, it's going to be ugly. It is going to be ugly.
Okay, here at Hard to Handle Sports, we like to play devil's advocate. What would happen if somehow United win at home and sink Liverpool to 2 points in three games?
Well, they would pass us up on the table,
Yeah.
and just given, I think at that point, I think the media onslaught will then turn to us, and then it'll kind of, in a weird way, I think if we were to lose to Man United, I think the one kind of silver lining would be that it'll be like super indicative of the fact that we need another midfielder, right? It's just like, hey, again, I don't mean to complain here because I think Liverpool are blessed in depth in multiple areas, mainly
Yeah.
defense and the front line
Yeah.
when healthy. But even when healthy, that midfield isn't exactly the prettiest or sexiest midfield, and it's definitely in need of some revamp. It's the oldest part of our team,
Yeah.
um, and right now it's just completely filled with injuries. So I think if we were to somehow lose to Man United, it'd be like it would force a move of some sort in the midfield. Like, hey, like they do need something here.
Who do you got an
And I
eye
think
on?
that's kind of I okay. So the big dream, big picture would be Jude Bellingham in January, like a pre-contract for the summer.
Right
Um,
now?
I
What about right now?
yeah, right now I would like to get Caicedo from Brighton, who's the midfielder who's 20 years old, plays for Ecuador. He's pretty good. He would probably cost a bit because it's a Premier League to Premier League switch.
Yeah.
I really would like him. I wanted Mateus Nunez from Sporting, but he's going to Wolves, and I think you know that's cool. I think another like big dream would have been Nico Barella from Inter Milan, but that's definitely not going to happen. So I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed that we do get Moises Caicedo from Brighton. I honestly I would love for Liverpool to just continue to sign Latinos. It would make it so much easier for me to continue to root for them. Like I already love it, but if you have Latinos on the team, it just makes it.
Yeah.
It make
You don't
I
rate
feel like
you don't
I
rate
just feel
Neves?
more attached. I You mean Nunes, like the striker,
No, Neves.
or no, Ruben Neves?
Yeah.
I think he's great. I just don't see him leaving Wolves. I
Okay.
think like there's been talks about it, right? Like, and he even clapped to the fans, like, "Oh, like this is my last game," but he's
Yeah.
still there.
Yeah.
Like he's still there. I think and he would actually be like a good fit to Liverpool. I think personally, I think you would be a better a better judge of that than me. But I think if you were to come to Liverpool, it'd be a great signing. But I would just personally like Casado a little bit more, just given his age.
Okay, okay. That'll be nice. Regardless, I think it's still is even if both teams are kind of struggling right now, it's like must watch TV on Monday though,
Oh yeah, oh
right?
yeah, must watch TV. Definitely, it's Man United, Liverpool. It's the two biggest teams in England going at it, and so it's
I'm excited.
always going to be a good game, regardless of like how well or how badly the teams are doing.